Hello friends, it's me, Jeff, your wizard, and I want to do a quick fun video with a light subject. So today are gonna find out what your superpowers are, what your special talents are, or your hidden treasures inside. Are you an X-Men or not? Um, how dangerous are you? That's where we're gonna find out. All right. Um, and I want to give myself the mission, you there, to do a short video for once. All right, everybody, we ready? You want to find out what your superpower is? Good. I'm gonna put the camera a little bit lower so you can see my setup. I'm gonna use two books, the Lenormand cards and the Oracle cards. The Lenormand, I don't know, they were just close by, and the Oracle cards because the Mystical Shaman Oracle cards because these eyes. They look at me and they just, I can't help it. They remind me of, if anybody remembers Xena, the warrior princess, or no, Hercules, that other show, the Hera eyes. Angry eyes, they're everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to draw 4 cards from this deck, and then you can choose from those 4 cards the card that appeals to you the most. Timestamps will be below in the description box or in the comment section. And you just jump to that part of your card, and then you will find out something about yourself. Hopefully something good, but it's gonna be all positive here. It's gonna be all superpowers. Don't worry, I can twist anything into something good. That's my superpower. Give me garbage, I'll make it something into something nice or useful. That sounds awful, but it's true. It's a recycle power. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You ready? So I think we start here. I forgot. I'm giving up. So if it's wrong, I'm sorry. We have the first card, the Wild Woman. Don't read too much into the cards about the powers or about yourself. Really, go to the one that draws you the most. I'm going to show it up close. So that's number 1, the Wild Woman. Number 2 is fire. Okay. Now, go with your first instinct here, but don't be so quick to assume that you're going to have fire powers. Okay? Some people do. Not everybody has it. Oh, I'm going to shuffle. And then we have thunder. Are you Thor? Maybe. Cool. And then the last one, we have the Tree of Life. So that's choice number 4. Okie dokie. So I am going to put them right here. You can pause the video if you want, but really just you'll know the first thing that at one point you started paying a lot more attention. That's the one for you. Or just go to the timestamps and pick the prettiest number. That works for me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna find out what superpowers you have. If you're feeling power hungry, you can choose more groups. You can mix and mash. Whatever you want, baby. It's all for you. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna put them here. I'm gonna be smart about this. Okay. And I can leave this card here, kind of. Right? Or maybe here? Maybe here? Oh. I like that. I'm not gonna place the other cards, by the way. I'm gonna show them while I talk. Okay. Group 1, welcome. You are drawn to the Wild Woman. That's I like that card. I like that energy. I mean, fire, thunder, sure, but that's real danger. Yes, and the misogynistic jokes will stop now. Okay, good. Gonna draw one more card from this. And then some from the Lenormand, and there's all the cards. Okay, I draw the second card here. This is the Time Master. Mm-hmm. Let's see what's that all about. Time Master. Okay, so I'm reacting to this turquoise color that they both have. I'm gonna show them to you both. So guys. What's your power? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the number 8 really sparked my mind here. First of all, the color turquoise, it's about renewal, or for me, at least. And the number 8. The number 8 is about your life path, learning lessons, your soul graduating, so to say, so to speak. This is wisdom. You've been here before. You've seen that tree, this tree. You've seen it before. You've listened to this pick a card already. No, you've been around. So there is wisdom. There is experience in your DNA or in you. A lot more than most people. So you have an instinct, very strong instinct, that you have to follow. Probably, you probably have this. I think you're very. You can think. You think a lot about it. You really try to analyze the situations, but you have this gut feeling that you cannot ignore. You cannot, even if you can't figure out the good reason, it will gnaw at you. Your emotions are very strong. That can be a negative. That can cause you a lot of problems. But if you master that, if you start to learn to trust your instinct and the gut feeling, and you just start taking note to see that it's always right, always, like no matter what approach you take, you end up sort of seeing that the very first thought I had was still true. Just take note of that, and you'll see that it's always right, and that you need to learn to trust yourself and that instinct, and how much more easier and amazing your life is going to be, because she's the witch you need to give you the things you want. Yes. Okay, and you have the ability to tap, because let's say you believe in reincarnation. We choose if how much we carry along, or we know, or we use from previous lives or previous experiences, and you have access to this knowledge. You have access to these previous lives. Most of us do in limited amount, and it really depends on what your purpose is, or how you want to live life. If you wanted to experience a life without belief or any religious experiences, you probably cut yourself off. And even like a little bit more simple logic is you build through your family, through your heritage. There is you have something backing you up, something you built on. And then we have this this factory. I saw it as a factory. It's actually a flame, an Olympic flame. Seeing this as the 8 of Pentacles work, but more as in there's already this amount of work that you have done before this life, that you're building on, that you're continuing. So you didn't start from zero here. You didn't start from zero. You're carrying on the torch. You're carrying on this torch. And that's your responsibility as well, to use it, to keep it lit, and to pass it on, not let it go to waste, to not let it go to waste. What you, the gift you got from your forefathers, or from your culture, or from your environment, or inside you through your own soul or magic powers. Okay, you're carrying something on. And the last card. Let's see. And you have a contract. You have a contract with somebody. You have a plan, and you have a partner in crime. Yeah, that's all I want to say about that, because that's a whole different story. But I think it's important that you know that here, because it's so important that you tap into that instinct, and that you get to know that, and that you start tapping into knowledge you have, or wisdom you have, or traditions you may have in your family that you need to get into, because you need to, when you come together with this person, there's a mission, and you need to be ready, okay? And you need to, not saying find him, because this will happen, you plan for this, but you can't meet this person, this person can't come to you if you're not at the right level, if you're not ready, okay? You need to be in your power, and in your power here means in harmony with yourself. You trust yourself, you know what you can do, you know what you know, you trust your instincts, and you trust your intuition to guide you. You have a good balance of your mind and your heart, okay? That sounds more like a mission statement than a superpower, but it is. Yeah, you basically have the knowledge to the entire universe inside you, and to everything you want. Like, you can be Neo and hack the Matrix, okay? But you're gonna have to meditate. So annoying, right? But then there's this guy on a horse is gonna come. It's gonna be very Downton Abbey. It's gonna be real nice, okay? Look at Cupid, he's ready. And also for you to keep strong, I think this message is here. Because I really have no affinity to every, like, soulmates or twin flames or whatever, blah blah blah. But I think the message here is that you keep strong, keep faith. Something is going to come into your life, and that's going to complete it. It's gonna clarify a whole lot of things, and it's going to boost you. So you are maybe experiencing a lot of struggles, for you to learn to trust this instinct, for you to learn to trust yourself, for you to learn to use this. Okay, you're testing yourself. You put yourself on a sort of hard mode course, the fastest way to rediscovering who you are, and the trusting that. And finding that validation from within, okay? Trusting that instinct, trusting that feeling from within, even though everything seems to oppose it. Learning to deal with that. So you're on a fast track maybe to that. So that may like make it look like things are a bit difficult, or a bit unfair, or a bit annoying. Like learning a lot of lessons, spiritual lessons, how fun, yay. It's not fun when it keeps coming, right? So, yeah, so hold on, and trust yourself. Okay, group 1? Yes, very good. Okay, good. Now we can go to group 2. I just realized that I put the cards of the groups back into the deck, so I'm going to now awkwardly look for them. So that's not a good start. So you were fire. Hello. I do have a very good memory about this, so no problemo. Fire matching the red behind me. Yes, yes. So we had the thunder, and then we had the life tree. So good. So group 2, your superpowers: fire, passion, ideas. I'm gonna draw one more card here. Oh, this one. Ooh, and wind. Interesting. And wind. So let's look at these first. Okay. So you have fire and wind. If you look at the astrology stuff or the elemental stuff, or in the tarot, the fire is passion, love, idea. Wind is knowledge, analysis, logic. But I'm happy in this oracle deck. Wind for me is gonna be very. I have trouble with these oracle cards. I'm gonna be honest with the wind and the water. Like, they all seem to have this go with the flow vibe to me, or this paint with the colors of the wind. At the same time, the wind, it's like the tide, like if there's a tornado, right? So your ability to be flexible. Okay. You are very fast. You're very fast. There's a lot of fast energy inside you. And you adapt, you learn very fast. Yes. You're very quick students. You adapt very fast. You survive anything because you're like MacGyver when you need to be. You're so open for everything, and yet you're so passionate. That's a very big. You can be completely open for your surroundings and be very inviting or interested, and at the same time just burn bright. Okay, it's like this flame that doesn't hurt the people around it, and is even like reflecting the people a bit. That's amazing. I see eyes. I see you have very fiery eyes. Not always, but when they light up, something happens. Huh? Okay. You're driven. You're just very driven. And you're made to go far. I think you have difficulty finding your life purpose, or you have difficulty finding long-term goals that you can stick to. I think you change a lot. That's difficult, maybe. But all that is, the right way to look at that is all that is going to come into play one day. So nothing is a wrong turn. Every little thing that you picked up along the way is going to turn out to be handy to you at one point. And also, that's just who you are. You learn fast, okay? After 2 months, you're bored with something. That's normal. You're already assimilated a lot more than most people would have. So you move at a quicker pace. Your brain moves at a quicker pace. A wicked sense of humor, like really good, really sharp. Yeah, and that is a talent because first of all, it shows intelligence. You are very intelligent, I think, or intelligent in the way of being very flexible with ideas, very lateral thinking, okay? Maybe not a lot of knowledge, but you are very good at association, or when I say apple, you see a lot more images and a lot more ideas than just the apple in your head. Okay, you're very fast, you're very rich in this, and it is very smart. It is a very smart and creative way of thinking. You have like this fire and this elegance. That's what I keep popping up. Okay, come on, cards. One, yes. So let's wrap this up, because Yes, okay, so you're a free spirit. You're a free spirit, can be held down. No anchor big enough. You can be held down, but if you love something, you will protect it. It's you won't like call a place home fast, but anywhere that your friends live or that you find dear is your home. You protect, and you want to. I see you have this natural tendency to just make like you're very protective, very like the home. You protect what you love, but I just see also this innate ability to brighten up the home or the place that you are. You want to brighten it up. You want to create joy and lights and a fireplace and light candles. There's just you make joy happen, and you make a home a home. You're the heart of the home, actually, and at the same time, this fiery heart that can burn if it has to. It's like this fire that you're this fire that doesn't burn you unless you have to. You are very strong, but you're very flexible. You're very fast thinking, so adaptable. Really, I think some of you are seeing it as a negative trait, or that you're very wishy-washy, or like a jack of all trades, master of none. No. You need to see the speed at which you learn, or how well you are at. Could also be with your hands. It could also be that you're very nimble and agile with your body, or quick with your hands, or very, very fine motor skills or something. Yeah. So you do have fire powers. Yeah. So I see you fire off fireballs with your eyes. Really, really. Yeah, I think you need to watch out with what you do with those eyes, because people are you look way stronger and more intimidating than you think when you send out those fireballs. Okay, and I think focus, like imagine this fire around you, how it's sort of protecting and loving things around you without hurting it. See that potential. It's very important for you, because that's a good way to look at anger. Anger is the fire, and your anger can do a lot of good things. It can protect, it can honor things, it can, in its passion, love things more, or because of this anger, it shows you care. So it can be this fire that harms only what you want it to harm. Okay? Thank you. Group 2. Group 3. Hello. So, you were thunder. But guys, this bison's. It's the bison. Ha! I got you. No Thor. You're a bison man, woman. How cool is that? Okay, now I'm gonna draw one more card from this oracle. All right, group 3, good. Just resetting a bit. I like group 2. 2 was fun. So, oops. Okay. If you felt drawn to group 2, yeah, just go for it, man. Yes. But now, group 3. Good. What do we got? So we have this thunder bison and this was it called? An Andean cross. I have no idea what that is, the Andean part. But it's a cross. Okay. Let me think. Okay, your superpower is that you are very self-sufficient. You you can do very well on your own. You will stay strong if you're left on your own devices, or you don't have anybody to lean on. I mean, it's not fun. It's not fun for you, but you're very well at enduring this. You're not gonna go crazy soon. You're not gonna break down in a panic mode, or get overstressed. You're very solid. Strength was the first thing I wanted to say. You're very strong, and I think also physically. Even though you may not look it, you are physically strong. But the mental part was what I learned first. You're so strong mentally. And this whole, like, it's almost impenetrable, and then you have this hole in the center, which is very cool, because it just means that you are you're very focused. You are not looking at what you're not supposed to be looking at. You're very disciplined in this way. You're a very good manifester. You are looking with your eyes on the prize. That's where you put your focus on. The people or the things that you choose reach you. That they penetrate through it. You choose them. You focus on them. You love them. They go through. And all the rest, you are just immune. It's your mind is a perfect fort in that way. Yeah, and I love that it feels this iron strong field, and it yet doesn't cold. Look at this yellow and this red, right? Especially this yellow. There's treasure inside, and I admire this, that you sort of have the very you're very clever in who you share it with and who you allow to it, and you're very proud to show it. You're very proud, and you're a good example in how to be proud and how to walk tall and show what you need to show. Be open to the people that matter, and that will respect it. You just know who will respect it. And the lightning here, I think it's you're a bit of a knight, complex. You are so strong in this. You probably had to be for some reason. That when you see injustice, or when you see other people weaker in this sense, taken advantage of, you rush in. You have a good sense for this. That's why this is so good, this defense. That's why you're so good at it, and yet have this open heart, open center. You have the wisdom, you or a sense of this. You know, that's the bell. I don't know what, the timer. I don't know. You know when people are up to no good, or when people are abusive, or something is not correct. Okay, you have a very good sense for this, sixth sense for this, and you don't waste any. You deal with it very well, without any doubts. So that's the second bell. That means that group 3, we are done. I'm so sorry. The bell has rung. You're fucking bison. Yes. Cool. I really feel that spirit in you. This strength, but this very passive calm, like it's there, you feel it, but when it comes storming at you, group 3, bye. Group 4, our last friends, tree of life. Haha. Have a tree here. So, coincidence? Let's see. What is your superpower? Group 4. Group 4. So we have the tree of life and we have the gatherer. Okay. Tree of life and the gatherer. And our tree here has has some words to say as well in this, because this is a citrine tree, and citrine is the money. Okay, it is the abundance. It is the joy, the good life. Yes, citrine, happy. Color of the sun. And that's a bit what this tree stands for as well. Abundance. You grow things. You're a grower. You make things thrive. And I'm getting the sense that this is business-wise as well. You're very savvy. You know how to make business bloom. And for some of you, that is very untapped. You don't think that's true because you've never really tried it, or because you've never looked at it the right way. But you'll find that you and it's a bit of an annoying thing, superpower for other people, because really it's a bit of a luck thing, or it's like a magic thing. You have people that have plants that barely take care of them and they thrive. Like they have green fingers or green thumbs. What do you say? And other people can't take care of a plant and it dies in a week. It's just whatever they do, they're horrible at it. Okay. Some people don't need to think about it. It just works. The plants thrive, and it's the same with you and sort of business savviness. It just works. It just clicks. Things go well. You know, if you want it, things work out, and you know how to get that sweet harvest. Like almost in a sixth sense kind of way. Like we all have the map, but you're the only one that sees the X spot for some reason. And it's also your energy. You have a very nurturing energy, but very an enthusiastic energy. Yeah. It's also you're okay. Another superpower is how well you work with people. Is you are an extremely well collaborator. You feel people well in the sense you're a very good communicator, I think, or maybe a good leader. You know how to get people to work, or like you really understand people, how to motivate them. You know how to get somebody going, or how to get somebody not going. So keep that in mind, maybe, or think about that. Your words are very powerful, and your words have a lot more influence than you think. You plant seeds in people's heads. You're that bitch. Okay. Yeah. You play the long game, but you play a good game because you have a very good natural instinct where you're gonna get back from. You're what I need. You're very good at the giving and receiving. Like you're very, very good at knowing where to put effort in and where you're gonna get maximum results. I need you because I'm the opposite. I give all for crumbs. And I'll say sorry. Yeah, it's that bad, and and you're that good in it. You're very good at pumpkin carving. Also untapped, maybe get into that pumpkin carving. It's a lot of work for a week of fun. I've never done it, but I'm not you. So get your pumpkin magic on. Play more with plants. I think having them around you, seeing that they thrive, or seeing how it works, or just having them in your neighborhood will help you a lot. Being in nature, and become a little bit more bold in your ideas about what are good deals, what are good ideas, what are good investments or plans, because you make things grow, you make things work. If you want it, trees grow and money flows. Green, 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 green. Yes, money machine. Group 4. I want to be group 4. Okay. Thank you, group 4. That's it. Enjoy your superpowers. Bye bye.